as players, we're always looking to make sure that we're focused on progression. It's easy for us to be results oriented, but with Rapsodo, our focus now has really gotten better as far as development goes. How can I find myself making those incremental jumps to make sure that, you know, my game is where I want it to be? I think that's got to be your focus, especially as a parent. I'm seeing my son or my daughter every single day. Their body is developing. Now, okay, how do I make sure that those same things are happening in their game or in their sport? That's where your focus should ultimately be. You can't be so worried about all the results. You got to be worried about making sure you're going the right way, trending the right direction. Yeah, I think Rapsodo gives you a baseline first, right? Depending upon how old your child is. And then now I have something to work with, you know, and every single session is gonna be different. As much as we want every single session to continue to trend the right way, sometimes, you know, development doesn't always trend upward. Sometimes it takes a step back. So I think, you know, seeing where your kids are at and then seeing how they move, you know, whether it be a session every couple of days, whether it be a session a day, whether it be, you know, a week. I think you start to develop a better plan for your kids too by seeing some of those numbers, seeing those metrics, and seeing how your kids are developing. Yeah, I think the advice I would give to a parent is to focus on one specific skill or one specific number going into a workout or a session. I think that will help support what the work is being done actually as it pertains to what they're working on. Instead of trying to bombard them with so many different things, try to simplify it for the young kid and let them allow their focus to be on one thing. I think as players, a lot of times we get overwhelmed by trying to do too many things at once. And I think as much as we can make it simple is going to be helpful in the long run, especially baseball. You have to simplify the game. Baseball, softball, you got to find ways to simplify it. I think what's great about Rapsodo is it gives you all the tools and information to learn about the metrics that you're seeing there during your sessions. So as a son or a daughter with my parent or with my coach, it's giving you that bonding session, right? You guys learning together, growing together. So it's not just great for a session, but also now we're talking about the lifestyle aspect of it and it being implemented in kind of a regular routine, and you get to do it all together, which makes it that much more special. I think that conversation of feel versus real, right? When you talk about now I can see the numbers and how they're associated to what my swing is doing or how I'm throwing the baseball. Now as a coach, we can get on the same page with the kid and we can get on the same page with the parent. And I think it also helps going into different sessions where a coach may be not available. The parent knows from the numbers wise, okay, this is what I've seen previously. This is what the coach is trying to work on. Now I can take that into the next session with the kids. So I think it keeps everybody on the same page, learning what the player is doing as far as their development goes. And there's no guesswork behind it. Everybody is in the know as to what those numbers are. Young athletes have to take ownership of their own growth, and it's important not to compare yourself to other people, especially other kids, right? Because your development is always going to be different. You can't always compare yourself to a big leaguer. And I think simplifying it and making it easy enough to where an athlete can say, hey, I may not have the coach with me or my parent, but I could set this up myself and be able to see the results and see how my session is going. And I think being able to learn from themselves and also learn the data and when they're taking, you know, the proper reps, I think that to me is invaluable.